Let me, okay. I think I am live now. Okay, I want to get set up. Here is the weird thing. The color is, okay. Let me get set up. I'm live, right? Okay. Hello. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm set up. What is this? Okay. So, hello everyone. I actually tried to change and use my other camera. Oh, here. Oh, this is so good. Okay. Now this is so much better. Unfortunately, this because it's so high up, I will never be looking at the camera. But at least the image is much better now. Oh, I have 3 viewers. Okay, sorry, I thought I had no viewer. And I was playing. Okay, so today I have, as I said, a better image and better lighting and everything. I really hope that nothing is lagging and nothing is choppy. And I hope that you can see me all well. And what I was thinking of doing today for this hour that we have ahead of us is to work a little bit on a feature request that has come up in the Norwell Storybook side to to forward the parameters for Storybook from the Storybook CLI to forward them through the Nx CLI. And we'll see if we can do that today. If not, we will just you will just see me going through my code, commenting the code, and just making observations. And I guess you'll get a general idea of what it's like to contribute to an X. Okay, let's get started. Give me a moment to open everything up because yeah, the thing is that whenever I start the stream, I have to, before starting the stream, I have to disconnect my large monitor and open up in everything in a different way. And because I had a meeting right before this, I didn't have much time to prepare it a little better. So, wait. Oh, okay, here's the thing, but let me start sharing first of all. Here's my screen and let me put myself in the webcam group. Here, let me just move the camera. So here is a funny thing. I had downloaded Fig some time ago, right? The Fig sort of the plugin for to add autocomplete to the terminal, and I removed it just now, and it cannot stop complaining. So yeah, let me try and fix this. I guess in my ZSHRC, but yeah, I don't want you to see everything, so I'll just put my screen on top of it. I guess there's something in here that's linking to Fig. Why did I have to do it now? I don't know. Well, there's nothing here related to Fig. Never mind. We'll go with the Fig prompt. And I'll just pretend it's not there for now because I cannot act that fast on a live stream. And okay, let's go here. Let's make sure that I have all the latest code. And git merge upstream master. I have the latest code, and let me go. Where is Chrome? I don't have Chrome. Here. Let me go to my Nx repository, and then I'll show you which Jesus I'm talking about. Fetch and merge. There is no reason to do this both from there and here, just do it. It's sort of like an OCD I have. So now we are on master, and let's create a new branch, git checkout -b, and it will be a feature, and I'm going to do storybook. Sorry. Storybook forward params. Oh my god. Never mind. So let's see issues. I'm going to show you what I mean. Assigned to myself. This is the GitHub repo, obviously. So this is one of the things that's related, and this is the forward Storybook native parameters in CLI. So what this person suggested here, and it's a similar thing that they're asking for here, is to run the Storybook command and just pass through the CLI these options, right? And these options that we would pass through our CLI, they would get transferred eventually to the options that we pass in the Storybook CLI. Make sense? Yes, it makes sense. So now we can, now someone obviously can, sorry, my cat is here and he's trying to throw all of my things off the table. Come say hi. Here he is. And he's throwing my things off the table. So I'm going to throw him off the table now. So, yes, I still have my 4 viewers. So let me open, actually let me generate a new workspace because I want to have the latest Nx. Mukudir stream 1204. Stream 1204. npx create an Nx workspace latest params. Storybook params. This is what I'm going to call it. Yes, I want to install the latest version. Yeah, okay, and let's just create a React application. Doesn't really matter. Application name web. Oh, hide the backslash. Let me do it again. React web. Yeah, CSS, I don't really care. Sure, Nextcloud. So I'm just doing this so that I create a new workspace, Nx workspace, and they show you that we can actually add these parameters inside project JSON, inside the storybook target, right? And it would work just fine because we're talking about the executor, and in the storybook target in your project JSON, it would call the executor, and then you would be able to pass these things through there. And I guess there would be some type checking that would go wrong or not, but eventually we are passing all the parameters that are added in the storybook target inside the project JSON to the actual storybook builder. But the thing that we don't do is to grab these parameters when somebody's running it from the CLI, I think, I expect. Hmm. Yeah, if you think that's wrong, just write it in the channel. But I don't think it's wrong. So here we are, so that you see. Um, so inside our storybook packaging, inside the executors, in the storybook executor, that is when we're serving the storybook, we have all of these parameters here. We have, I wonder why we don't. No, I mean, we have the quiet, the docs mode, the config, the styles, the static there, the watch, all of these things. I wonder, the first thing that we're going to try um, is first, let's see the CLI options for React. Yeah, you see we have most of these things passed in our own schema. Where is the open? I don't know where the open is. No open. So React has a no open instead of an open. Never mind. We're going to see this eventually. So by the way, okay, let's see it in action first. So what I want to do here is first, come on. Story Act. Okay, so this is a React application, and I want to do a yarn start storybook to see what's going to happen. And yarn start storybook will start storybook, and it will open my browser. So if I open, yeah, it opens the browser automatically when it's a pure React and Storybook workspace. If I open Storybook and I go to React and I look for server types, no? I'll do it all the way. Yeah, it's deprecated in any case. Static div. Okay, if I search for no open. Okay. So it's in the core server. So in the core server, we have the port host static dir, which I guess is deprecated config dir, HTTP SSL, CA, SSL cert, smoke test, no open, log value required, no version. But The thing that confuses me is that I indeed remember having an open flag. In any case, let's see if it has an open. Okay, here it is. So it passes the open because it's in the webpack. Uh, okay, so let's see. So here we are recognizing these parameters from the executor, and which of these is the person? Does the person say they tried? They tried docs, CI, webpack stats, JSON. Let's try something else. I'm trying to find all the, okay, fine. So in this schema.json, again, we don't have an open and everything is written in a different way. But I'll never find the open after all. So it's overriding CI, which this person says did not work for them. So I guess this is why it did not work for them. But we're passing all the options, and all the options, we are getting all the options from here. And we are, what we're doing is, okay, we're normalizing the options for the Angular builder. Sure, we're just, okay, in the Storybook options mapper, we're passing in the builder options just as we received them. And then we are adding some of these things. Again, we're overriding watch, for example. And so I guess the first thing, so I will assume that since we have these options here, if we passed more things, they would still be in the executor options object. So they would eventually be passed. So I'm not sure. I guess the CI does not work because it gets overwritten. The docs. The docs, I don't know, maybe because we have a different name for it, because we have a docs mode. Maybe that's it. So maybe we need to change that. But okay, the first thing I'm going to try and debug today, at least, is the open. So what if I did, okay, let's go back to my new repository and let me just yarn add novel storybook latest, and let me just it's so frustrating, to be honest. Okay, Storybook is almost here. Let me generate also a library. I, no, just name it UI. And let me also generate one component inside my library. One. And another one. The app not really matters that much because it already has one. Now let me change some things here. Okay, never mind, let's not change anything. And let's wait for it to install. And let me think in the meantime. So this person is using React indeed. And so now I'm in the Storybook code base. And if I go to the React server options, let's search in here for open. I don't find it. Yeah, because it's in the builder. Okay. Not this one, not this one. Here. No open. Oh, it's still installing. Okay. Oh, maybe I have. Wait. 16. For some reason, at some point I installed version 17. And yeah, I know I can uninstall it and default to 16, but I'm just hanging in there and just using NVM to change it every day. Yeah, I don't think my mind is clear enough to be able to solve this now, but so this person says, I would expect to open the browser automatically or to use any of the CLI options, which makes sense. Let's see what would happen though if, okay, let's see what would happen. Is it done yet? Yeah, it's finally done. Okay, let's generate some sort of configuration. React story configuration for web and then for my library as well, and see what's going on. So here, sure, I have all these options. HTTPS, the quiet, the SSL, the static tier, the stat proportion, and the stats. So what if I added the, which one did I say I would add? I would say the quiet. Do I have here the quiet? Quiet. Okay, let's say I run it without the quiet. So Nx Storybook web quiet. Hi, Elxpaz. What am I doing? I am good. And now I am working on some. I'm trying to work, but I cannot concentrate very well, unfortunately. On a couple of Storybook feature requests that came up in our GitHub, which requests us to forward the Storybook CLI options down into our executor. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out why it's. To be honest, I'm trying to figure out why it's not happening out of the box, you know. So what I would do in this case to make things easier for me, I would add some breakpoints, I guess. And I would start the debugger. Oh. But do I want to start the debugger? I would either start the debugger or in node modules, in Narwhal, in Storybook. Inside my executors, inside the Storybook implementation, in here, I would want to see what options arrive here. So starting the debugger, JavaScript debug terminal. First of all, I wish this were okay. I think I can make this a little bit smaller. Okay, can I close this? Okay, perfect. Use 16. And now I have started this, and if I do Nx Storybook web quiet, let's see what's going to happen. So the options here are quiet true, okay, but what if I added, for example, quiet and port equals this, right? I don't even know if I can use this port, but let's. So what options are right? Okay, I got the options. So if I click continue, it will load everything, and will it load to the port I asked it to load, or will it override the options that it received? This is a good question. Yes, I have a third viewer. It's getting crazy. Let's see. Okay. So it did take the port. Come on. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yes, this works as expected. Perfect. So it did take the parameters I passed. And the question is, let's try a few of the parameters that this person claimed are not passed. Ah, okay. Finally, they say that maybe they don't think it exists. Okay. Let's see if, I mean, I don't have any docs, but what if I did docs equals, yeah, okay, docs. And see, wait, what is this? No. Option. Docs, true. Docs and docs mode. Let's see. So these are all they are getting passed. Okay, we can see that they are getting passed, right? So what's going on here? So let's see what we have here. What is getting passed eventually. So docs mode true, docs true, framework React, my port as I asked it, and yeah. So everything is just as I asked it to be. So the parameters are actually getting passed. Let's try to add some parameters. Okay, the docs, for example, we don't have it in our schema. Still, it gets passed. Let me try the webpack stats JSON as well. And we can verify that all of these are getting passed. Now, if something's happening, now whether something is happening or not is another story, right? That's but they are getting passed. So, and oh, and it's in docs mode. Look at that. So it works. You hear that, my friend Dan Ruzan? It works out of the box and without us doing anything. So the question now is why open does not work? Because probably it doesn't exist, but I mean, why does it not open by default, right? So yeah, I got pretty excited there for a moment because it works. Yeah, okay, run. Okay. I would think that if open is an option that is further down the line, then, so if I do open, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this pull request here and let's see what they did. What did Michael do here to open by default? Open in browser. Okay. Let's find it's in the dev server. Yes, in the core dev server. Now I'm in the Storybook code base. Okay. And let's find the open in browser and let's try to understand. Okay. Oh, look at that. Let's do it once more. Okay. And I'll be here to watch. Yeah, okay, I don't want my breakpoints. So, yeah, bear with me one moment. I want this to run and see it through. Okay, yeah, it does not open the browser as we know it does not, but let's understand why. Remove this when compiling the preview is fast enough. Nice. So in the Storybook code base, there is this thing here inside the dev server. Are we using the dev server? That is a good question. Are we using the dev server? We are libcore server, dev server. So we are importing our server from core server, and we're importing the build dev standalone. So let's understand here what's going on. So the build dev, we are now just using the build dev standalone in our Storybook implementation. And let's see what all of these, if any of these options contains an open. Nope. Okay, cute. Um, the dev server. Okay, and the opening browser is here. The opening browser is here, which is in core server utils. Okay, bear with me. What if? Okay, let's see what build dev standalone has. In build dev standalone, it gets the options, then it does some magic here, gets the server port, some updates, it gets the port, does some other things, passes the configurations, transforms some of the options, and then yes. And it doesn't do nothing much, and outputs startup information, and the build dev, which is calling it, is just getting the options and then calling this. So it's not really doing something to open in the browser. Let's see what the dev server does, and let's see, oops, where this is used. It's used here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So the dev server, in the options of the dev server, what happened? Something happened. I don't know what happened. So we are caught. So the build dev standalone is calling the dev server, right? Yes, the build dev standalone is calling the dev server. Let's see what's going on, however. In the dev server, it's creating the server, and then what is it doing? We don't care for this, we don't care for this. Okay, it's getting the preview. Sorry. So it's getting here. And despite getting here, it does not open in the browser. So what I can do, bear with me, is I can go and add an oopsie, add another breakpoint. Let's see where. I will add another breakpoint inside my storybook, inside lib core server dev server. Or I can just look for opening browser, right? Yes. Yes, I can definitely do that. Let me remove this from here. Or not. Yeah, I know it showed some results, but I think it would be better if I just search for this dev server. I think that's the one we want because it's inside core server. Yeah, it's inside core server. That's what we want. What is this? CJS or this? That's a good question. We're going to add it everywhere. I'm going to add it here first of all. So let's see. Open in browser. So I'm going to add a breakpoint here and the breakpoint here. Why is it not taking this? Breakpoint here and the breakpoint here. And I'm going to add a breakpoint here and the breakpoint here. And I'm going to add a breakpoint here and the breakpoint here. And I'm going to, where is my terminal? Now I'm going to do this and see what's going on. Okay, first I am here and I have my open true. So I go to the next one. And sorry about that. I have my open true and then I go to the next one. What? What? What happened? Oh, okay. I panicked. Okay. So this is true, so this is false. CI is true. Oh, CI is true. Wait. Let's do it again. Oh, it's going to override it in any case. Wait. Why are we force passing CI equals true? I don't remember. Make sure compilation errors get logged to the console. Fair enough. Fair enough, Yuri. Correct. However, I'm going to remove this for now, okay? CI equals true in Storybook. So I don't want this to be there. Storybook implementation. Yeah, I don't want this to be there. So let's try this once more. And force pass CI false. Okay, so here inside my options, I have CI false. I'm not even commenting. Okay, so in the options here, I don't have CI, I have open true, and let's see what's going on. Here again, I assume, yeah, I don't have anything and nothing to see here for CI, so let's move on. Let's wait and see. This should work now, right? This should better work now. Okay, so CI is undefined, smoke test is undefined, and this is true, so it should go inside the if. It goes inside the if. Yes, and it opens. Oh my god, it was so easy after all. So what do we do now is the question. So the whole problem of not passing the open, I'm so happy we debugged this. I'm so excited that we debugged this. Okay, okay, I don't want any debugger anymore. I debugged everything. So the thing that's messing our plans is this one here. So I'm going to reach out to Yuri to make sure he thinks that it's okay to remove. But in the meantime, oops, I'll try to understand, make sure compilation errors get logged. Let's see. What? Oh, Norwell. Let's see that issue. Make sure compilation errors get logged to the console. Right now, compilation errors do not get logged to the console, probably when serving Storybook. And is this connected to an issue? No, and the only change... Let's see what changed in this PR. Oh, CI was true there all along. CI was true there all along. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into that file. I'm going to open it and I'm going to look at the history. And I'm going to find, when was that? 10 months ago. June 25th. I'm going to find when that was added. Add stricter types. Maybe that was it? No. Incorrect environment in dev. Fair enough, and CI is true there still. And storybook implementation. What? Having no, I don't want the build storybook. I don't. I just oh, because it was the move. Where is the file I'm looking for? Okay. So when we moved, what's going on? Okay, CI is true there still. So we have to go even further behind. Oh my God. So we're going to... Okay, we're going to go further back. 2019. I mean, if it dates that back, you know, just saying. I'm just saying, if it dates that back, maybe it doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, CI was true. CI was there all, CI true was there all along. So what if I remove it? What will happen if I remove it? I mean, nothing bad happened here, did it? Right? And I mean, if someone wants to pass it, they can, right? Let's see the CLI options. Skip interactive prompts, don't open browser. I could have read this all along, and it would have saved me 1 hour of debugging. Skip interactive prompts. Is there another way to skip the interactive prompts? No. And I guess it's there because somebody may want to pass it in there. Here's what we can do. I think it's going to be safer that way, because I guess it's made like that first to skip the interactive prompts, which makes sense. And I guess the second reason would be if someone were to add it in their CI, they would want to do it. They would expect of it to happen automatically. since that would be sort of a breaking change or not. That's what I would expect. So what I will do is what we can do. Okay, it's twofold. What we can do, I can I can I can ask for some ideas on this. I can remove CI true, right? And I don't think it would prompt me for anything. Let's first see if it would prompt me for anything. I don't think it would in any case, but let's see. Narwhal, Storybook, Cersei, Executor, Storybook, Storybook implementation, and where is the CI? I have already removed it, I think. Or is it here? It should be. Yeah, I already removed it. So let's see what will happen if I just run Storybook. It will not prompt me for anything, will it? No, it doesn't prompt me for anything. And if someone really wanted to set it up for their CI, they could do it in Project JSON. So in my opinion, the best way to, yeah, it doesn't prompt for anything. In my opinion, the best way to move forward. Oh, hi, Jason. CI should always set process and if CI equals true, I think. Okay. But how does this affect what we have hard coded here? I mean, what I mean to say is that we have hard coded this flag here for the Storybook server. And I could just remove it, and the only thing that would change would be that it would potentially show some prompts, which doesn't seem like it does, because when it was added there, it was almost 3 years ago. So maybe it worked some other way, the Storybook CLI. However, if someone wanted to add this in their CI, as you said, yeah, I know it's Jack. Hi, Jack. If you want to handle it for CI specifically. Well, the thing is that if someone wanted to, yeah, the previous part I was saying is that we're hard coding this option here, this flag, that it's just a flag that someone can pass when they're running Start Storybook. And what this option will do is that it will set everything in CI mode, it will skip interactive prompt, and it will not open browser. And I looked further back into our code base and I saw that this was added the first time that Isaac created this almost 3 years ago. And I assume that, I'm not sure, I can ask Isaac why he added that there, but I assume it's a combination of not wanting to show extra prompts since we're handling everything in-house. And the second reason may be that it would be assumed that a lot of people would be using that in their CI storybook. But all I'm thinking now is that if we remove this and not force it to be true, then someone can use that flag whether they want it to be true or not, and they would set everything up independently on their own. If their process environment CI flag they would want to, their CI if they would want to enable any other environment variables or anything for CI, they would do it on their own. But I realize now that maybe it's not, we're not gaining anything by forcing CI equals true in the storybook builder. But I'm not sure. I will definitely ask Isaac. I don't think he will remember after 3 years, but let me see. Let me see one more thing. Um, so here I'm not passing CI pulse true, and if oh, and I have to pass open to true in order for it to open, because if I don't pass open, it will not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking before, that a migration would make sense in the sense that people, if that would be a breaking change and people would be used to, I'm not sure how this, I have to read more into it and see how, what other changes the CI flag does, flipping the CI flag to the default, which is false, what it means, because that would be a breaking change indeed if someone was used to that. Okay, I don't want this. Oh, I need to go inside because didn't have options open. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely first ask Isaac, second understand what difference it makes. The second thing I want to understand is the options open in the Storybook dev server. Where is the Storybook? Here. Because indeed we see that, where is it? Open in browser. Indeed we saw in the dev server that nowhere is options open passed manually. It just automatically opens the browser. So I'm trying to understand how this comes to be. Oh, but the options are the options are made and remade and rechanged every time, right? Yeah, and once the options come here, you never know. And then you do the, oh my God. Once the options come here, you never know. Let's see. I'll just debug this one more thing and then. Okay, the full options. And the full options are the options, the presets, and the features. And the options come from here, but nowhere is open past. Open is past nowhere. Features. Well, that's something to understand at another point. At least now we know why when you pass dash dash open, it will not work, because it gets overwritten by this. Perfect. So I guess we change the date. What other change the date? No change. Don't save. Yeah, okay, I think that's it for today. We spent 1 hour debugging this. Thank you very much, Jack, for the tips, and thank you very much, Zach, for being here. I think that's it. I will take this offline and deal with it and understand it. Basically, just to sum up, we saw that the native parameters of the Storybook CLI are getting passed down. The open does not work. The docs works. Maybe we should change the docs mode on the Nx schema. Uh, so yeah, that's it. Let me remove this. Remove, okay. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and I will see you in 2 weeks time. And I think I will publish this CBT. I think. Bye.